Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I will be looking into the feelings and emotions of a person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship, could be a situationship, could also be simply that you've exchanged glances and you know there's something special there, but no one's really speaking up. And the feelings are very intense. This is a past life connection, Capricorn, very difficult. Past life connections are very strong. It's difficult to let go. Sometimes we also obsess. And part of the reading here may resonate with you, Capricorn. It might not be your person of interest, just them. You could be mirroring each other because of the card here, mystery card. Oh, wow. Look at that. Under the bottom of the deck, you have love. So nice. Beautiful. Why are we sad? What is happening? Something happened. There's sadness here, but wow, the rest of the cards are amazing. The one who got away. Somebody here feels that someone just slipped away. They didn't value the other person. Therefore, they feel guilty. All right, let's get into the details. We have here grief followed by opening. Then we have sensuality, nourishment, mystery, creativity, play, hearth and home, and under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have love. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, I do regret what I have done, and I regret what I've said. The things that I've said that I never should have, the things that I've done that I never should have done. There's a sense of remorse, regret, sadness, and melancholy. A feeling of guilt that I have deep down. This fear and loss that I have lost you already. Someone who I now realize is a spiritual connection. Someone who's not just the ordinary. I feel that everything that we had at some point in time has now faded. And the little bit that's left is still fading. And for this reason, I grieve at the loss of you. I live in a world of darkness, and you are my light. Now I feel that that light is fading as well. And this breaks me. This hurts me. It's taken me a while to see this, to feel this. But I also felt instinctively that the inevitable was coming. Now there's a part of me that wants to change and simply just open up to you. I want to open up to you and talk to you about certain things that I feel, certain things that I believe that I should have told you a long time ago. I have not been open and honest with you. I have not told you many things. I have hidden some secrets from you deep down in the darkest chambers of my heart. And I want to open up. I want you to know. In this connection, you have this way of seducing, even though you don't even try. It just happens. You are that sensual. Everything about you is so alluring. Your charm, your talents, your charisma. I love looking into your eyes, gazing into your eyes. The sweet smell of your skin. And the touch of your fingers along my back. I miss what we were, and I miss what we can become. Because I feel like everyone thinks. I realize now that you are someone who is the complete package. You have this way of fulfilling me emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And nobody else does that. It took me a while to realize. And now, I question the universe. I ask the universe, why have you come into my life now? Why not long, long ago? Or why not far into the future? What has happened between us that has created this bond, this unspoken bond, where you do certain things the way that you do, and I feel certain things. It's as if I can smell your scent even though you're not there. I can feel your presence even though you're not in the room. And in my dreams, everything seems and feels so real. Sometimes even as a memory. I'm allowing fate and destiny to take its course. I don't want to influence anything, but the one thing I know is that this connection has truly enlightened me. I've had an awakening moment, a sense of enlightenment when it comes to spirituality. You are that one who has made me feel this way. I also feel that in this connection, there is this desire that I have to create something with you. Something that'll be beautiful, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. This web of love I want to weave. And I want you to be in the center of it. Because you're the center of my world. There's a part of me that feels you are just the perfect best friend. My best friend for life. I see these qualities, I see these traits in you. And I miss it. You make me feel grounded. These days I feel a little lost. Like a balloon that has been cast away with the winds. Afraid of going too high. It may no longer exist. I need to stay at a level that's near you. I feel that in your eyes there is mischief. You are the best friend that I've always wanted. You make me feel vibrant again, youthful again, alive again. And the feeling is beautiful. In you I have found truly my hearth and home. Wherever you are in this world, that is where my home is. You make everything right. You make everything warm. I can talk to you and not fear that you're going to judge me. When I'm cold, you keep me warm emotionally. And when I'm lost, you lead me home. Overall, it is now that I realize I am in love with you, my sweet Capricorn. I love you so much, and it hurts my heart to be apart from you. The love that I have for you, it's a constant. It just exists. This love that I have for you is unconditional love. No matter what you do, no matter how you act, I will always love you. This is true. This is pure. This is sacred. It's divine love. And it doesn't just come from the physical. I know it goes beyond that. All right, Capricorn. Show of hands. How many did you start crying? I started crying almost. Oh my goodness. Wow. There is, guys, there's so much love here. It's ridiculous. It's through the roof, guys. This is a lot of love. And part of the love, I'm wiping my eyes. Part of the love, okay, here is because of the spiritual connection. It's just when we have spiritual connections with someone, when we feel that love, it's something we can't explain, which is, it's the weirdest phenomena. On my other channel, on YouTube, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio. You guys actually have a lot here that would clarify a few things for you on that channel. So I'd like you, for those of you that are new probably, or even those of you that have not seen it, I have 2 videos that may be of very big interest, very high interest. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Here's my past life card. Here's the sensuality. Mix these 2 together. It's a very strong combination. So for those of you who are interested in knowing more about this type of connection, definitely have a look at that. I also have What and Who is a Twin Flame, What and Who is a Karmic Partner, What and Who is a Soulmate on that channel, Asnointia Audio. So have a look at that, guys. This is a beautiful reading. The only sad part is that there is sadness, and I'm getting, because it's on this card, it's right on top of this card, both of you are grieving. Capricorn, you are grieving as well. This is literally a mirror of you two. Both of you are grieving. Both of you are. So what happened? What happened? Let's have a look at some of the other cards that I'm going to pull out. At least I can tell what's going to happen, or what has happened in the past. Let me know your stories. Everything seems perfect, but this one card, there's grief, there's sadness, remorse, regret, feelings of guilt. Feel free to share your stories. I do read the comments. And always, guys, remember the comments inspire me and give me ideas for reasons to create more content for you on my other channel. So it's always very helpful, because I see that, you know what, one person's going through this, like many people are going through the same thing. So why not just create a video? So I have done that. You'll see on my other channel I have some spiritual connection related videos, as well as videos for relationships. All right, here I have the Lover's Path. Wow, okay, Lover's Path Tarot. One card flew right out. 3 of Coins. This deck, when I do this spread, I read it in the reverse. So for those of you that may wonder, you know, why does it not sound right? It's because I'm reading the reverse. Also, I look into the reason why this connection went downhill in the first place. What truly happened that affected the both of you? Or even what affected this person, where the consequences was, you know, you were involved. So it just didn't work out between the both of you. So let's have a look at the 3 of Coins. Traditionally, this talks about wealth, security, and inheritance. Nope, sorry, wrong card. Three of coins. Okay. Traditionally, this talks about building, about manifestation, and about construction. Now, this would mean the opposite. Not wanting to build, not feeling like manifesting anything, not wanting to construct. Here, this person started to recheck their plans for expansion. The question was, are they even practical? Are they realistic? Are they real? It also talks about time to confer with those who may be more experienced. Now, that's a problem. Sometimes that's a problem, not all the time. So, this person had plans with you. They had all these great ideas. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. But then when the time came to actually put things into action, take the action for it, what ended up happening is this person realized that they were not practical. The plans were not practical. It was not realistic. And for that reason, they started to take a step back. But while they were doing that, Capricorn, maybe some of you know, they started to talk to other people. So for a small, tiny portion of you, you may be highly upset because this person went and started talking to other people that perhaps they should not have. Maybe these other people, maybe they don't like you. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they spread rumors. So it is a huge deal when somebody confers with other people. Let me just get some advice from someone, right? Someone who's more experienced. But it's not necessary that the people that we go to, they have their best, our best interest in mind, right? They may be biased because they have gone through a bad relationship and they may think everybody's like that. So one of the issues here within this connection was this person did consult with other people. But out of those many people, even a few of them, a couple of them, maybe even one of them, had said something to this person about you, and it changed this person's mind regarding how to proceed further and forward with you. It put doubts in this person's heart and mind. Doubts. It could have been simply like what I'm seeing right now is somebody explaining something to somebody that, hey, don't settle down until you get a proper job, until you have financial stability. Don't settle down. For that reason, somebody may have just taken a step back. And you may wonder, wow, does this person not love me anymore? Do they not desire me? It's not that. It's because somebody told them, hey, get your act together, right? Get your stuff together first. And then think about moving forward in this connection on a more realistic level, on a more practical level. Practicality is also all about being mature. It's about having the money to do certain things, right? Here it talks about construction, but this person did not. They had good intentions, guys. They didn't do this on purpose. Just understand that part. Here we also have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups traditionally talks about ecstasy, granting of wishes, and sensuality. Now remember, you did have the card sensuality, but we're reading the opposite. Here, there was a sense at some point in time of complacency, taking a relationship for granted, overindulgence, the inability to receive pleasure because of a lack of emotional satisfaction. There was clear-cut dissatisfaction in this relationship. Why? Because they took you for granted. You might have remembered, some of you, in the beginning when I was looking at the card, the grief card, I did get the urge of saying valued. They didn't value you. They took you for granted. So that is the same thing here. This person, it almost seems as if a part of them is immature, guys. Maybe even inexperienced. But whatever they did it because that's the only thing they know. They don't know any better. These are some of the reasons why certain things just didn't turn out right between the both of you. There was a sense of overindulgence, and then the inability to receive pleasure. Now just imagine, I've mentioned this a long, long time ago in some of my readings in the past. You see a cake. I love cake. I love chocolate. I love chocolate anyway, but chocolate cake is like the best. And you go to this bakery shop, and every day you see that cake there, and once or twice you've had it. But then you start having it every day, right? And then what happens? You get used to it. It doesn't really have that value anymore. That's your person of interest. You are the cake, okay? Remember that. What happens? The baker gets sick. The shop closes down. You visit the shop, or your person of interest visits the shop, and they can't get their cake. That's not part of this reading. That's an action that you have to take. Now you are this rare commodity, something that this person can no longer get. Finally, one day, the staff is better, everything gets back on track, the bakery is open, the baker is there, and in addition to a few of the cakes that they had, now they have other cakes too. But your person of interest really just likes that chocolate cake. Why? Because now they missed it. Why? Because there was distance. There was that settled sense of value. Because they used to have it so much before, they overindulged, like the card said, to the point where they were just dissatisfied. Their taste buds went numb. Unfortunately, guys, it's a tiny percentage of couples where they don't go numb. They don't go numb. They're always active. They always love each other. They're always passionate. It's a tiny little portion on planet Earth. The rest of us, we all get bored, right? We all need something different. We all need a change. We all need something new. This is something that happened in this connection. There was so much overindulgence, but now the problem is, yes, this person overindulged, but then who gave? You did. You kept giving and giving and giving, and they just kept taking. To the point where there was no value, right? There was no value for that cake. I sometimes also give you guys examples of being that rare diamond. Get so many diamonds, it's not worth anything anymore. It doesn't feel like it. It's not special anymore. Just like an everyday thing. This is something that you, Capricorn, will have to practice with this individual. Yes, they do love you now. These are cards from the past. But even for them to be triggered, there has to be that sense of distance. Because this person still feels as if they have, and they did, overindulge. And because of that, there's this inability to receive pleasure. It's just no longer pleasurable anymore. I've just had it so many times. And of course, that sense of dissatisfaction, it's not good enough. I need something better. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what it is, why it happens like this, but even when you are in a connection, you have to have your own life. They have their own life. Why? You need a little bit of distance, a little bit of gap. Just a little bit, so that you can miss each other. Some of the most difficult relationships I've seen, because I worked in those type of environments, is when a couple, typically husband and wife, or a couple, they own a business together, and you are an employee and you work for the couple. So I've been in many places before where I am now, and I used to work in many places, and I've seen that happen so much where things would just break down. Because why? They're constantly with each other. There is no distance. There's no distance. So there's nobody missing anybody. Then on the other end of the spectrum, right? We have people that work late at night, and then all of a sudden, oh, somebody's having an affair with someone at work. Why? Because there's lack of attention at home. Because there's too much distance. What to do, right? There's a very fine balance there. So try to see what the threshold is in your relationship. whenever things get better. But always remember, don't overindulge. Don't give too much, because then there's a lack of pleasure. There's a lack of value. And that's just human nature. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. All right, let's have a look. Here we have this individual. What type of actions, what type of plans or intentions do they have towards you in the coming future? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Guys, there's a whole lot of action cards here. Oh, wow. Yeah. The grass was not greener on the other side, now was it? We have here the Page of Cups. Beautiful card. Very soft, gentle energy coming from this person. Granted, they do love you as a king or a queen. Okay, they do love you in that way. But the approach that they're going to have is going to be very shy, very timid, very sheepish. Just keep in mind, any effort coming from this person is because they do love you, genuinely. You remember the cards in the beginning. They do love you. Here we also have this person reaching out to you, maybe apologizing, making an offer, making a truce, but there's something where there's going to be some type of communication. Don't expect this communication to be very bold. The intention, however, remember, is to be with you on a romantic level. It's actually to have a second chance, because you have the Judgment card here. Two of Wands, this person has finally decided what they want. They have decided that they want you. And they have made their choice. You are the one that they want to be with. They want to date. We also have here the Knight of Pentacles. Here with the Knight of Pentacles, this individual has thought long and hard about this connection, and they are slowly coming back into your life. And this time they're going to make a solid offer. The solid offer has been well thought out. It's not something that they just, with a switch or a flick of a button, I think that's what it's called. It's not like that. They really have taken their sweet time to think about this, everything, and all they want is to be with you. Many of you may have thought this person's taking forever to reach out. The reason why, it's because they have been thinking about this behind the scenes, not really consulting or talking to you about it, but they have been thinking about this entire connection and how much they truly do want you. And here we have Judgment. They want you back. That's where this was all headed. So they want a second chance. They feel this is divinely guided. They want more transparency, more clarity in the future. They don't want anything to be hidden anymore. They feel that certain things needed to change, and they are going to make that change. The overall arching theme you have here, the Ten of Swords. So think of this card as an umbrella that covers all of these cards. That's an umbrella. The overall arching theme right now, the feeling that they have is, crap, the grass was not greener on the other side. And by the time I reach my Capricorn, I may be just under 10 of Swords. So this person left. They went off for some time. They gave you, well, they didn't give you anything, but they ghosted you. And they tried to see if there's better things beyond this. The grass was not greener on the other side. They came back, and by the time they came back, there were so many obstacles and so many things that they had to go through that slowly, piece by piece, one by one, each sword just started to pierce them. And now they're done. They feel that the world that they had gone to betrayed them. The fate and destiny that they thought that could have been there for them from somebody else was not as true. So essentially, Capricorn, your person of interest is coming back into your life after they have been through hell and back. But you know what? They did it to themselves. So it's a good thing, right? Why? Because they needed to learn a lesson. So now eventually, this person has been there, done that. You have some great cards here, action cards. They are going to reach out to you. Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. They are definitely going to reach out to you. They have made a decision, and their decision and intention is to have a second chance with you, Capricorn. Yay! Very nice. That's really nice. They're going to reach out to you. These are such beautiful cards. And it's just a circumstance that this person finds themselves in. They just know that, you know what, I made a mistake. And I shouldn't have done what I did. Someone here saying, how could I have been so foolish? So, Capricorn, why am I seeing a balloon? It's not 100% red, and it's not even orange. It's in between. Poppy red, maybe? It's a balloon, and it's just like a single, normal, everyday balloon with helium, and it's going up. The ribbon is tiny and blue and plastic. It's going up into the air. What does that signify, guys? I keep seeing it. That's why I also said it when I was doing a reading. I remember there was one of the cards on this side, I think. I don't remember which one it was, but I saw it, and I had to just say it. And I'm seeing it again. I personally... Before it was more like the release of an individual, and the individual goes so far that they may not be able to take care of themselves. So for example, we all know if a balloon goes up, a typical normal everyday balloon, it will burst, right? Air pressure and all that kind of stuff. But this is an individual, metaphorically. So this also means that somebody, either you or this person, there is so much distance that eventually, that's what it is. Aw, my heart may burst if I am too far away from you. Holy Hannah, that is intense, man. There's some serious stuff going on here. My heart may burst if I'm too far away from you. Wow. If you guys hear a whisper, that was me. It's not anybody else, by the way. There you have it. That's what that meant. Oh my God. Very intense, guys. This person truly does love you. Wow. Okay, let's do a prayer. All right, these are Archangel answer cards. And, okay, flippity flip. Just going to have a look at what Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel have to say about this particular connection. Very intense. Holy smokes. I think this is one of the most intense readings I've done, where there's so much passion and so much emotion involved. Oh my God, look at that. There you go. Romance. This card for this deck is my past life card. So you have double confirmed. Double confirmation. We also have here helpful people. Yes, very good. You do have helpful people around you, which is perfect. Need to take advantage of that. Meditation brings answers. There's that sense of positivity if you believe. We have abundance. Followed by be assertive. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. All right. So Capricorn, we have a situation here where you may not have all of the information that you're supposed to have. You need more information regarding this connection. This connection or the situation that you find yourself in, you can get this information from people. Just as this person back in the day consulted with others, you can do the same thing. They have given you the yes, go ahead, which means that the people that you're going to be contacting, most of them, the majority of them, they'll be helpful people, they'll be good people that have your best interest at heart, okay? So just make sure you don't go to anybody that you even suspect is jealous. Let's not do that. Romance, this is definitely a declaration that the both of you have achieved this state on a spiritual level where you can recognize each other. It's a pretty amazing feeling. Very intense feeling, actually. Here we have meditation brings answers. So here, some of you, if you want, you can always pray. 2-3 minutes is more than enough as long as you actually mean it. Pray to the divine. Here we also have meditation brings answers. Those answers will be given to you through prayer as well as through meditation. If you don't have time to fully meditate for hours on end, 21 minutes, my angel guide Fakil has told me that's more than enough. 21 minutes. Okay. If you believe, then things will also start to work out, because you're going to start to manifest that. You're going to start to believe that. Send that out into the universe. Here we also have abundance. So there's definitely something good that is going to come about in your life. There's going to be some type of abundance. Mostly I see this being in terms of romance, but for tiny portion of you, it could also be money related, career. I'm getting the word career, job related. So job, career. Yeah, job, career. I'm getting career fair as well. So maybe there may be some type of like a career fair or job fair. Be open to that as well. If you need to go, just go. We also have here the overall arching theme, be assertive. This card does talk about knowing that an individual, yourself, you may have bent over backwards to accommodate this person when back in the day when there was a lot of overindulgence. So let's not do that now. Let's be slightly different, a better version of ourselves, somebody who is more assertive. Somebody that has more boundaries. Boundaries in the sense they are healthy boundaries that will allow the both of you to stick together like magnets. But those healthy boundaries have to still remain. Be assertive also means that if you feel uncomfortable with anything, you have to tell this person. Sometimes people make you do things that you're not really comfortable, even on an intimate level, right? Like just to satisfy them, you do certain things. But if you're not feeling comfortable, just tell them that's not you. Because today it's one thing, the next day will be something else. That's the way that works. Sometimes it's never enough for certain people. And there you have it, folks. Capricorn, that is your reading. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I love it. It's good. It's beautiful. It's perfect. There's so much going on. Please tell me your stories. I really want to hear this one. Oh, it would be so nice to just, not something too long, guys, but just, let me know in a paragraph, like, what is your story? There's a lot of love here. Definitely tell me, do you feel a spiritual connection with this person? And if you don't understand what that feels like or how to recognize that, like I mentioned before, have a look at my other channel, Asnointia Audio, that is on YouTube. Have a look at some of the spiritually connected videos that I have. Not connected, spiritually connected videos. The videos are not connected spiritually. But the videos that I have regarding spiritual connections, okay, have a look at those and see if it resonates. And if it does, then okay, this is a spiritual connection. Some of you may feel that this has resonated. Others of you may feel it's not so much. The majority is what comes through. And of course, like it is a general love reading. All right. Thank you for tuning in. You guys take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.